Going to transition now. Hello everybody and welcome. As we are going to be watching in the Super League, it is going to be Warrington Wolves up against the Huddersfield Giants. It's a very interesting situation is coming in from me of obviously Greg Inglis plays for Warrington, and also a player who also currently plays for Warrington is one Jake Mamo, who used to play for the team I support in the NRL, the Newcastle Knights, from the Central Coast, who also used to play for Huddersfield. So this is going to be a very interesting affair indeed. So I'm just going to have a look at the current ladder. If you can. Just trying to get my notes ready just before the game does start. So it will be 6th versus 9th in this this matchup. So, this is the opening, because there's about a couple of games also happening at the same time for round 6. So there we are, just getting everything sorted. So currently it's going to be 6th versus 9th in this matchup. It will bit of form differentials between both teams. Warrington coming on 2 wins, as for we currently have 3 for the season, whilst Huddersfield got their first win of the season last week against Leeds. Should be a very interesting matchup, and obviously the big thing is crowds are back in England for the first time in 14 months, which is a very big deal indeed. So it's because obviously out of all the countries, England has been hit relatively one of the hardest for the current situation. So just a little bit of a reminder that no footage will be shown of the game due to copyright issues. The Super League, I don't know how strict they are, but if they're anything like the NRL, then they would very much not like it if I show footage of the match. So yeah, trying to debate and remember saying if the I actually have to manually put in the score, because the last time I did one of these, it was actually during the there was a media blackout because of the movement against racism. I shouldn't actually just putting this up just in, or should I stretch it? I should space it out a little bit more just to make sure that we are fully up prepared. So we are a couple of minutes away from kickoff. Okay, there we are. It should be all good because I'm fairly certain, from memory, the last time I did this, which was a couple of weeks back, they don't update it. So I'm going to have to do this and actually tell the time. So in the terms of the lineups, first off we have Warrington. They got Rutchford, Charnley, Jake Mamo, Greg Inglis, Thulis, Austin, Widdop, Hill, D. Clark, Cooper, King, Curry, and J. Clark. The interchanges Philbin, Davis, Mulhern, and Akuola. And for Huddersfield, it is McGilvery, Jake Wardle, Lutele, McIntosh, Gaskell, Cogger, Cesar, Greenwood, Cunningham, Lawrence, Jones, Edwards, and Yates. And the interchanges O'Brien, English, McQueen, and Trout. I know there's about 4 other games going on actually at the moment. So if there is any way that I can get the live scores, I'll be doing that to them. I'll be doing that as well. New window. Just trying to see if flash scores. Flash scores actually might be the best thing, to be fair. So the other matches that are going on is Castleford against Hull Kingston Rovers, Hull FC against Catalan Dragons, Lee Centurions against Wigan Warriors, and St Helens against Salford are the other matches that are going on today at the same time. So every about 5-10 minutes or so, I'll give updates to the scores. So I'm very interested to see what is going to happen, because Jake Mamo was actually one of my favourite Knights players when he was at the Knights, and then he went over to England to play for Huddersfield, and now he's playing for Warrington. So, and obviously you got the Australian legend as well, Greg Inglis, who I thought retired, but no, he wanted to take a stint in England, which I'm fairly certain is what majority of the Australian players in the NRL do. They go, oh, we'll go over to England, see what it's like over there for the holiday. So in terms of I can't obviously give a tell of predictions. I don't watch the Super League that much. I would like to get into it though, because it does seem like a very different beast when it comes to rugby league when in comparison to the NRL in Australia. So in terms of favourites, I believe, so the betting odds currently for Bet365, it's $1.25 for Warrington and $4 for Huddersfield on who is going to be the winners here. So just a quick reminder, just before the game kicks off, this game is not showing any footage. This is all you're going to see, is this convict's mug talking about the English version of rugby league, the original version, I must say. I mean, it must, because the Huddersfield Giants logo had the banner on the top was the birthplace of rugby league. So it's getting really close now. As here comes Huddersfield now onto the field. As the crowd, yes, there is a crowd actually, making some applause, seeing the first bit of sport in a while. So there are 4 other games going on. This is all 4 of these matches kicking off the round 6 of the Super League tournament season. So Warrington going to walk out now. Right onto the crowd. Just want to see, because I've got Flash Score that is currently doing the things as well, so would it... So they're both walking out now. Warrington walking out now, so I might as well just stick with and just add the score, so it's all good. So there it is, walking out. There it is, Greg Inglis walking out in a Warrington jersey. He did make his debut, his first match, not that long ago. I think it was either round 5 or the previous round or the round previous of that. So a big moment for the Warrington faithful. I don't know if I can even use faithful because I know Hull FC is that. As that was a minute silence there for a reflection of the people who are still currently under the effects of the people in the pandemic. So there we go. We're getting ready now. Kickoff just about to be underway here for the Warrington Wolves and Huddersfield Giants match. James Child is going to be the referee for this matchup. So getting ready to kick off now, but away it's looking, I believe it's going to be Huddersfield that are going to be kicking. No, it's going to be Warrington that's kicking off. They're going to be kicking and running as the pen goes to the left. So it'll be Huddersfield who will be receiving the ball first to kick off this matchup. And there it is. We are underway here at Warrington. And there's going to be the first hit up there for Huddersfield on the 15 for the first tackle. And here comes the second bit of play there. They're going to send it down near to the right touch line, and it's going to be the second tackle. Still on the 15 in a relatively same position. It needs the third tackle now, and Huddersfield still now on the 20 now for the third. A little bit of a tumble there by the number 8. That is Yates, who makes it just shy of the 30 now for the fourth tackle. They're going to try down the left side. That is Edwards now. He gets brought down past the 30 now. Last tackle here for Huddersfield. And there's going to be a kick there. And it's been taken there by Warrington on their 30. The charge for the first tackle on Warrington will be on the 45 inside their own half. They're going to go down the right side here. As that is, I believe that is Ratchford, who gets brought down on halfway for the second tackle. And here is number 3. That is Greg Inglis. Makes it to the 40 inside of Huddersfield's half now for the third tackle. There's some one-upments. That is the number 8. That is Hill, who makes it just shy of the 30 for the fourth tackle. They've got numbers down the side here. Oh, and it's a knock on there by Ratchford. So it's going to be possession here for Huddersfield, as there's 90 seconds gone in this match, still 0-0. Bit of an accidental slip up there by Ratchford. So it's going to be, I believe, a scrum feed to Huddersfield, or just a changeover. It's just a changeover. Nice to see that the rules that the NRL implement also happen over in the Super League. So there's the first tackle there for Huddersfield on their 30 now. And they're going to go for a charge now, just shy of the 40. That is number 10, that is Lawrence. Now the ball is central. Now they're going to shift up to the left. Now that is number 15. That is Greenwood now, making it to the 45. Still inside their own half now. Now Huddersfield about to break through here. Trying to get a breakthrough, and there's a chance here for Huddersfield. They're breaking through and have gotten to pass down the wing. And it's trying to give it an offload. It's a try, I believe. And the referee's given a try here. I don't know if it's going to be reviewed. It did look a bit dodgy. But the way it is looking, it is going to be a try here to Huddersfield. 2 minutes 40 in the game. It is Lee Gaskell who has gotten the first try of the afternoon. So they go down the left side here, and it was a brilliant pass to the number 4 of Leotelli. He then gets a pass off to the winger, who knows he was going to go down. He gives a offload, which goes travelling along the ground. It doesn't go forward, so it's completely fine, and Gaskell picks it up and grounds it. So it is 4-0 to Huddersfield now, with a kick to come. Now just got to manually fix the scoreboard, but there we are. So the Warrington fans aren't exactly happy, but it's 4-0 to Huddersfield. 3 minutes 30 remaining with a kick to come. Not the sexiest of tries, but that's a try nonetheless there for Gaskell. And now there's going to be a kick here. Should be somewhat similarly near the sideline, but so here comes the conversion attempt. This to make it 6-0 to Huddersfield. And the kick goes straight, not exactly down the middle, but it goes in nonetheless. So just like that, it is 6-0 to Huddersfield now. I believe, was that Gaskell that took the kick? Yeah, I believe it was Gaskell who did convert his own kick. So there it is. So 4.5 minutes gone, 6-0 to Huddersfield, as Warrington are set to kick off to continue on with the match. And there's the kickoff there by Warrington. And it's been picked up there by one Huddersfield players. He's going to make it to the 15. A bit of a solid tackle there for the first tackle. And now there's a second tackle now there for Huddersfield now on their 20. They're still very central. Now they're going to shift it up to the left to maybe get an offload there. And that's brought down on Gaskell on the 30 now for the third tackle, as we officially crossed the 5-minute mark. So now that it's the fourth tackle there for Huddersfield on their 35 now. They're going to try to shift it down the right side. And they only get a one-up. That is number 15. That is Greenwood now. Makes a pass there, 40. Last tackle here for Huddersfield. They're going to shift it down to the left with the kick. I believe it was just in front of the 40. And it's going to kick, and it takes a really big bounce. It's going to go out anyways for a 20-meter restart. Now, quick question. Is there a 7-tackle set in Super League? I know it is in the NRL, but I'm not too sure if it is for Super League. As Warrington get the ball now. So the first, is it the first or 0 tackle? It's the 0 tackle, okay. Gotta love the similarities. So here comes the actual first tackle here, as that is Jake Mamo, the former Novocastrian from the Central Coast, for the first tackle. Now here's the second tackle. That's number 10. That's Cooper, who makes it to the Warrington 40. Yes, the Knights get a mention as now Warrington go past halfway now for the third tackle. And then they're going to shift it down to their right side. They've got numbers on the charge. It's a potential 3-on-2 as English tries to go himself. And he's now about 15 metres away from the try line now. 25, sorry, from the fourth tackle. Almost a breakthrough there now. So 50 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Warrington. As Witter goes for a grubber, but it's going to be picked up by Jake Wardle of Huddersfield, who gets brought down on the 5 for the first tackle for Huddersfield Town. Fucking the Giants. Sorry. Bit of a solid take there as McIntosh now makes it past the 20 now for the third tackle. So score update here is Catalans has gotten a penalty goal and it's 2-0. They are ahead against Hull FC. And there's an early kick here, potential for a T20, but the bounce has not favoured them at all. And Warrington are going to pick the ball up. It's Greg Inglis who will make it just shy of the 40 for the first tackle. Now that is the number 5 there for Warrington. That is Charnley. He makes it just shy of halfway for the second tackle. Now is a one-upman from Warrington now. Inside the Huddersfield half now. 45 metres away from the try line now for the third tackle. As Cooper now makes it now 30 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. And now that is number 8. That is Hill for Warrington now. 20 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle. They're going to go down the right side now. They've got numbers on the right here. And it's a beautiful bit of play. And it's a grubber on the side. Berthulis goes to go for a grubber. And it's going to go out. So it's going to be a 20-metre restart to Huddersfield. Bit of good play there by Warrington. But the final bit of execution didn't go there. As that is McGilvery, who makes it to the 30 for the 0 from the 20-minute restart. And now here comes the Lawrence for the first tackle on the 35. And now here comes the big post-contact meters there for Huddersfield now as they make it to the 45 for the second tackle. And they're going to go down the left side here, Huddersfield. As Yates makes it past halfway now. So they've got 45 metres away from the try line now. Oh, the potential charge through here. Oh, and almost a breakthrough tackle there, play there by Liutello. But he just gets brought down 30 metres away from the try line now. I believe it's the fourth tackle. As Caesar almost breaking through and he's now 20 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle, I believe, for Huddersfield. They're going to go down the short side here. And it's a grubber. But it's going to be picked up here by Greg Inglis. He'll be brought down inside the 10 for the first tackle. Really good set of six so far here for Huddersfield. And now they can really implement the pressure on Warrington as the second tackle. They've only just made it outside the 10. Oh, and there was a loss there. They're saying it was a strip, but it was one-on-one anyway, so it's legal. So Huddersfield are 5 metres away from the try line here for the 0 tackle. So great bit of chance here for Huddersfield to go 10-0 up with a kick to come. Just as we're just passing the 10-minute mark of the first part. And it's going to be a set restart here for Huddersfield as well. This is not looking good here for Warrington. So first tackle, right in front of the posts, 10 metres away. As Edwards now trying to break through as he's got 3 players trying to bring him down. And that is the second tackle there for Huddersfield. And it's another set restart here for Huddersfield. This is not looking good for Warrington. They need to calm down or they're going to give away a penalty here. Oh, it's a brilliant charge there for Huddersfield. And Gaskell runs through one of the easiest gaps and cruises in for his second try of the match. And Huddersfield's second. Just under 11 minutes gone in this matchup. As calmly as you like, Gaskell getting his second of the match. And now it is 10-0 to Huddersfield. So I'm now just going to look at the scores in the other games at the moment. So they're all kicked off at the same time. So it's St Helens Salford still remaining 0-0. Lee Centurions and Wigan Wanderers still 0-0. Catalan Dragons 2-0 up against Hull FC. And Castleford 6-0 up against Hull Kingston Rovers. Oh, brilliant dummy there by Gaskell. Just runs through the gap. And he'll get a chance to convert that as well to make this 12-0 in favour of Huddersfield. And now this kick, it's Aiden Cesar to make this, to get the second through, and he does. So with just 12 minutes gone in this match, it is 12-0 to the Huddersfield Giants. Brilliant bit of opportunity, just a brilliant bit of play there by Huddersfield. The pressure really is getting to Warrington at this point. So now, kick-off now as we go past the 12th minute of this first half. They're just waiting now for the kick-off there by Warrington. It has happened. And it's been taken there. And here comes the first hit up here of this continuation of play. And Huddersfield gets to their 15 for the first tackle. And that's good meters again now. Oh, it's been dragged back. Fair play. So second tackle now on Huddersfield's 20. As that is now number 13. That is Jones now. Makes it to the 25 now for the third tackle. They're going to go down the left side now. Still continuing here. That is the number 15. That is nobody. So fourth tackle now for Huddersfield. They've got numbers here. But that is Jones trying to break through, and he makes it past halfway now. So they're 45 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for Huddersfield. And here comes the kick. That was the kick from Caesar. And there's the take there by Warrington. Just outside of the goal mouth. And there's the first tackle for Warrington on the 10-metre line. And now that is Jake Mamo, who makes it onto the 15 now for the second tackle. Now they're going to go down. Need to shift it out to the left side here because it's very claustrophobic up on the right, as that's Greg Inglis now. Makes it past the 20 for the third tackle. Going to go down the short side again now, Warrington. They're making it just shy of the 30 for the fourth tackle. Oh, it's almost a blissful pace there as Warrington make it to the 40 now. Last tackle here for the Wolves. And there is the kick. And it's been trapped there by McGilvery, who will make it to the 35 for the first tackle for Huddersfield. And now there's the charge from McIntosh now, just shy of halfway now for the second tackle. And now that is Gaskell, who runs straight from dummy half now into the Warrington half. And now Greenwood now making it 35 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. Now they're going to go down left side here. Oh, almost big charge there. But that is Gaskell getting brought down 20 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle for Huddersfield. As we're about to cross 15 metres from into the match. There's an offload. They're looking a bit chaotic here. They've got potential numbers on the shift here if they keep going. They're still going here, Huddersfield, but they're going to get brought down. So it's going to be a turnover here, and Warrington will get the ball back. Which is something that they do need as a bit of a combo breaker to try to stop the nerves. So we'll get the ball 50 on the 15 for the first hit up. And it'll get brought down just shy of the 20 for the first tackle. That is number 5. That is Charnley. So there is an update now. Lee Centurions have scored against Wigan. It is 4-0 to them. Lee Centurions have not won a game yet so far this season. So big start there for them. So now that is number 4. That is Liutele now making it just shy of halfway now for the fourth tackle. Oh, that's a brilliant wrap-up tackle there by the number 16, by Cogger, rushing out and tackling it beautifully right on halfway now. I know that was the fourth. That was the fourth tackle. I thought it was the last one. As Jake Mamo now gets the ball, gets wrapped up on the Huddersfield 40 now, 40 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Warrington. Here comes a big boot. And it's a big charge here. Oh, and it's going to bounce short. And it's a big chase. And the ball has gone out. So I believe it's going to be a goal line dropout here for Huddersfield. And it will be. I don't know what happened. The ball man just stood in the air and people were ready to take it. But it was going to bounce really short compared to the players going to think. So almost a really good chance for Warrington to get some points. But now they got a full set of 6 inside there. Huddersfield half to get some points and come back into this matchup. And there's the kick there from Huddersfield. That'll be caught on the 45 now. And here comes a big charge. That is Cooper, who makes it to the 30-metre line. 30 metres away from the try line for the first tackle. Now they're going to go down the left side here. Still remaining relatively central. As that is Jay Clark. Making it to the 25 now for the second. And now that is Cooper. And it's a knock on here by Warrington. And Huddersfield has got the ball back. And it was a forward pass there. So it was a knock on there by Warrington. And in the ensuing play was a forward pass. So I believe it's going to be Huddersfield's ball anyways, because I think that's like they're not going to play advantage from that. What is that fucking haircut? I know one of the Huddersfield players has probably one of the most dodgiest, and there's a bit of an injury situation here for Huddersfield. Oh, it's a bit of blood. It's a bit of a bloodied nose there. I believe that is I think that is Lawrence actually there for Huddersfield. Bit of a bloody nose, so Huddersfield will get the ball back. So they'll get to continue to play the ball from just shy of their 20-metre line. As we're at just at the 18-minute mark now. For the first tackle, they make it to the 25 now, Huddersfield. There's now Wardle now makes it to the 35 for the second tackle. Big charge coming here potentially for Huddersfield. That was a forward pass there by Huddersfield. That's the second time they've done it, but this time it will cause the ball to go straight back to Warrington. Yeah, that was a forward pass, and that is going to be 35 metres away from the try line now for Warrington to potentially get some points. And here's some updates in the Super League. It's Castleford are now 12-0 up against the Hull Kingston Rovers. And Hull FC have scored against Catalan, so it's now 4-2 in that game. So now they're inside the 20 now, Warrington, for the second tackle. And even more shock here is Lee Centurions have scored again against Wigan. It's 10-0. This is looking like a bit of a shocker here for Lee Centurions. Our third tackle inside the 10 here for Warrington. Oh, breakthrough. He's going to be short of the line. Almost a chance there for Curry now. So fourth tackle, 5 metres away from the try line now. Widdick has got his ass out from a hindy. So last tackle here for Warrington. 5 metres away from the try line now. And it's a grubber kick there. And it's going to be chased and it's going to be towed away there by Huddersfield. So it's going to be a goal line dropout. Good pressure here from Warrington. I think I did actually just do the updates for all those games. So Castleford, it's 14-0 now. Ahead of Hull Kingston Rovers. 4-2 to Hull over Catalans. 10-0 to Lee Centurions over Wigan. And St Helens Salford still 0-0. So Jones here he's getting a bit of a blood check as well. So that's 2 players that have had to be having to stop play a little bit there to get checked. So here's the goal line dropout here for Huddersfield. And Wigan will pick it up on Warrington will pick it up on their 45, and that is the number 8, that is Hill, who makes it to the 30. 30 minutes away from the trial now as we just tick over the 20-minute mark in this matchup. And Inglis almost breaking through there, and it's 15 minutes away from the trial line, and it's a set restart anyways. Big play there by Greg Inglis. Almost a breakthrough there as well for Cooper. 5 metres away now. This is surely, I believe, the second tackle. Now they're going to try to go down the right side here. Warrington. And that is Hill that gets brought down 5 metres away from the try line. For the third tackle. A big wrap up there on Widdop. For the I think it's a third. Or it's a fourth. There's Clark now. Now this will be the fourth tackle. Now Warrington go down the right side here from being central. There's King. As King gets brought down 5 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Warrington. They're going to go down the short side on the right. And Huddersfield have gotten the ball, but I believe it was a kick and a knock on. Oh, it was offside. So it's going to be Warrington getting the ball back again. They needed to capitalise on this opportunity and get points on the board. So 10 metres out, a new set. Big chance here for Warrington. Now they're going to go down the right side here. As Hill gets wrapped up inside the 5 now for the first tackle. Now they're going to go down the short side here. They've got numbers on their side. And it's a penalty for obstruction against Warrington. So Huddersfield are going to get the ball back. There was definitely an obstruction there. There was about 2 players blocking 3 Huddersfield players. So just like that, all of that big momentum there for Warrington has been blown away. So it's a penalty there to Huddersfield. It's very contentious there. It just makes you think like all of those chances there for Warrington and they couldn't score. So here's the penalty kick and it's going to go out. I think it's just shy of the 40. So I believe Huddersfield will pick it up on their 40. On the 35 for the play now. And now that is number 13. That is Jones who gets it up to the 45 for the first tackle. And now Huddersfield now go past halfway now for the second tackle. Now they're going to go down the left side here. A bit of charge there and make it past the 40. Now 40 metres on the try line now. Third tackle for Huddersfield. They're going to go down the right side here. Oh, almost a knock on there by the number 14 of English. But they're still 30 metres left from the try line now. Fourth tackle is good for him to be able to hang on. Long ball and that to Latelli. Now, last tackle here for Huddersfield. They're 15 metres away from the try line now. They're going to send it back to the short side. And it's a grubber kick and it's going to go out. Did anyone touch it? I don't think anyone did, so I believe it should be Warrington's ball. Yeah, it's going to be a turnover there. So it's going to be Warrington's ball inside the 10. It was a pretty interesting play. So they got the pass from dummy half straight to a player who immediately bullets it back. It's a very interesting play there by Huddersfield. As we're 23.5 minutes gone now in the first half. As Castleford, Hull Kingston Rovers have scored and made it 14-6. Come back on now, Hull FC, Catalans have got another penalty goal, so it's now 4-4. So now that's the third tackle there for Warrington, just shy of their 30-metre line. Oh, that's big contacts meters there by Ratchford, who makes it to the 45 for the fourth tackle. And they go down the short side here, Warrington. A bullet pass to the sideline, and that's Charlie getting brought down. 25 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for Warrington. And there's a kick over the top. And it's gone out. So what's happening here? So I think it was Ratchford who went up for that, and I believe it's going to be a possession change here for Huddersfield. Wait, what? Knock on last tackle. Yeah, and it's Huddersfield's ball. Okay. They pick it up on the 10 now. And there's the first tackle for Huddersfield now, just past their 10. Now the second one, they'll make it past the 20s. There's an interchange here as Hill has come off for Jay Clark, and Philbin has come off for Mulhern. So now there's the fourth tackle there for Huddersfield now on the 45 inside their half now. There's a big cut across the cheek of one of the Warrington players, as there's number 14, that is English. He makes a pass halfway, 45 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Huddersfield. Here comes the kick. And it's up in the air, and it's been taken there by Warrington on the 10. It is number 20. It's number 23. That is Thulis, and he's lost the ball. It went backwards, but he's dragged it forward. But it's okay. Okay. I don't know why that accent came out, but so it's a Jake Mamo now makes it to the 25 now for the second tackle for Warrington. So now just shy of the 30 now, Warrington now on the third tackle. As Inglis goes from dummy half now, trying to charge through, makes a punt onto the 40. And the whistle is stopped as a Warrington player has a bit of a nasty gash on his cheek. That is number 10, that is Cooper, who's done relatively well so far in this match. Nothing in it, basically a tackle and a head colliding with the cheek, and it's a bit of blood. There's a trooper, I think he'll be back on. So some stitches, a bit of glue, a bit of the magic sponge, you should be a-okay. So from that, I think it's from the fourth tackle. Okay, so here's some update here. Wigan have scored. They are heading back against Lee Centurion, so it's 10-6 still to the Centurions, but Wigan have gotten a try. So last tackle for Warrington, just on halfway now. There's the kick there by Widdop. And it's a high kick. A lot of pressure, but Huddersfield are able to take it calmly, and the first tackle will be inside the 25. And there's a second tackle there for Huddersfield. Is going to make it just shy of the 30 inside their own half. They're going to all their players now on the left side. No one really bit of bunched up here, Huddersfield. So there's a third tackle now, just shy of the 40. As that is number. There's one of the players. I think it was the number 17. I think it was McQueen. Oh, they've got numbers here down the side here. Huddersfield, and they're breaking past halfway now, and I believe they're 35 metres away from the try line now. They are. And it's an early kick here for Huddersfield. And it's up in the air, and it's taken by Inglis, who gets brought down as soon as he hits the ground inside the 10 for the first tackle. And there comes the second tackle there on Warrington. That's a brilliant tackle there by Huddersfield, right on Greg Inglis. That's something you can tell your grandkids about. As now I believe that's number 9, that is Curry. Makes it just shy of the 30 now for the third tackle. And now that is Ratchford. Just on the 35 now for the fourth tackle. Now Warrington now, they've got, that was on the side there, that's Inglis. That's Jake Mamo, who now makes it to the Huddersfield 40 now. 40 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Warrington. There's the boot now. It's another high boot here. Oh no, and he's failed it. And they're trying to get the ball back. So it was bounced. No one got it, and a Warrington player has tried to pass it back, but it's been dived on by a Huddersfield player. So the first tackle will be on the 15 for Huddersfield. So the second one, I believe, second tackle now. Just shy of the 20 now. The third one is on the 25 now. And now that is number 13, that is Jones, who makes it to the 30 for the fourth tackle. Quick charge from dummy half has not worked as O'Brien gets brought in just shy of the 40. And now here's a goal. Here's the last kick. Oh, and it's stayed in. I thought it was going to be a 40-20 actually, but he did step a little bit forward of the 40-metre line. Yeah, so if he was a little bit back, that would have been a 40-20 there for Huddersfield. Would have put Warrington in a spot of bother. So now Warrington now will pick up the ball now on the 15 now. And there's the first hit up there. That is number 19, that is Mulhern, who makes it to the 25 for the first tackle. And now Warrington now make a pass to the 30 now. They're on the 35 for the second tackle. Oh, big towering tackle there by number 25 by Trout. Makes it to the, makes it onto the 40 for the third. Now that's number 13, that is Philbin. Just shy of halfway now for the fourth tackle. And now Davis now, who's now 45 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Warrington. They're going to go on the right side, and here comes the kick. It's another high bomb. Not as much pressure as Huddersfield is able to take it. Going to get brought down on the 10 for the first tackle. Oh, and there's an offload here. Almost going to be charged back here now. Oh, it's big charge. Still big contact post meters here for Huddersfield. Still going. Make it past the 40. Now they're past halfway. That's brilliant meters there by Huddersfield. 40 meters in one play. Oh, and it's a Gaskell. It's broken through a gap here. And now they're 15 meters away from the try line now. Third tackle for Huddersfield. Brilliant bit of play. Looks like Warrington have definitely been caught flat-footed here. So now they're inside the 10 now, Huddersfield, for the fourth tackle. Now they're going to go down the left side now. As Caesar trying to find a gap to break through, and it'll get brought down. 5 meters away from the try line. Last tackle here for Huddersfield. They're going to go down the right. As Jones is going to get held up inside the 5. So it's going to be a turnover here for Warrington. And just an update in the other games. So on the 30-minute update, so it's 14-12 in favour of Castleford over Hull Kingston Rovers, 4-4 still between Hull FC and Callan Dragons, 10-10 between Lee Centurions and Wigan, and 6-0 to St Helens over Salford. So now just getting, so second tackle there was for Warrington on the 15. I believe that is Jake Mamo trying to find a gap, but he gets brought down on the 20 for the third tackle. Oh, a bit of a gap here, and it's potential running down the side here for Thulis, but it'll get brought down on halfway. That's some good meters there from Warrington. So now, last tackle here for Warrington, 40 meters away from the try line now. And the pass, they're going to pass it down to the right side. They've got numbers as well, as Inglis now has the ball. Inglis still going, and it'll be brought down and dragged into touch just on the 15, and it'll be Huddersfield's ball. I've got to say though, Inglis looks like he's put on a little bit of weight. Bit stocky. Stocky. Yeah, he definitely is. Maybe potentially too many mince pies over the Christmas holidays. I don't know how long he's actually been in England, to be fair. So there's the first hit up here now for Huddersfield, as the number 2, as McGilvery sends a Warrington player to the shops. Oh, and a bit of a dodgy pass here, but it's gone backwards. So it's a second tackle here for Huddersfield on their 20. As we're about just under 7 minutes remaining now in this first half. No, it goes backwards. So there's the fourth tackle now for Huddersfield on their 30. And they're going to go down the short side again here. That's been a pretty popular thing here for Huddersfield. And it's a bit of a gap at the spin. And Huddersfield are through here. Can they break through, trying to get an offload? They're still going here. They're inside the other half. They're still going. Oh, it's going to get finally brought down. 15 metres away from the try line now. Huddersfield now passes down to the sideline. And it's going to be a try. And it's going to be McGilvery who gets the third try for Huddersfield. So with 6 minutes remaining, it is 16-0 to Huddersfield with a kick to come. A crazy bit of play there. As they charge and break through. Warrington caught on the flat foot yet again. And the Warrington defense was just completely stretched, and they just ran through gaps. And the pass, there was a pass of an offload that went bounce, but it went backwards, so it was all good. And they go down the short side where it's all chaos at the moment. And with 5.5 minutes remaining, McGilvery gets a try and makes it 16-0 with a kick to come. Jerome McGilvery, Huddersfield's record Super League try scorer and one of the top 10 and one of the top 10 in competition since I'm probably assuming that was the time of the competition now. So we're going to cross into now with the last 5 minutes of the first half, and this kick forced Cesar to make this 3 from 3 and to make it 18-0 to Huddersfield against Warrington. So here comes the kick here. I believe this will be probably right near the sidelines. It's probably probably the most difficult kick he's had this game. So Cesar now with the kick. He's kicked it beautifully. And it's 18-0 to Huddersfield with 4.5 minutes remaining in this first half. This is brilliant play from Huddersfield. This is quality from a team that, and to think that their first win was only last week against Leeds Rhinos. Trout with some brilliant running, makes it all the way to the 15, and a brilliant pass from I believe that says a bullet pass straight to McGilvery to get the try. So here we go, 4 minutes remaining in this first half, the kickoff there, and the first hit up here now, that's number 14. I believe that's English there for Huddersfield, now makes a pass to the 20 for the first tackle. The Magic Weekend. They didn't even say Magic Round. Fair play to them. So it's the third tackle now for Huddersfield. And it's not a penalty, it's going to be a knock-on, actually. So the first proper decision that's gone in the favour of Warrington, in the belief of the Warrington fans. So 3.5 minutes remaining. Warrington need a try. They needed something so they can have some kind of momentum going into the sheds for half-time. Still playing here, Warrington. Trying to go forward, and they'll get brought down inside. 30 metres off the try line now for the first tackle. And it's going to be a penalty now. It's an offside penalty against Huddersfield, sorry. So Warrington now with even more of a better chance to get some points on the board. So 20 minutes away from the try line now. A full set of 6 here for Warrington. As that is number 13, that is Philbin, who makes it onto the 15 for the first tackle. Gonna go down the left side now, Warrington. But it's held up on the 10 now from the number 15, that is Davis. They go far to the right side now. Oh, that's almost a chance. There's Austin just shy of the line now for the third tackle. No set restart, and he's going to be held up over the line. Warrington now, so that's the fourth tackle. Bit of words are being said there between the two players. That is Clark and so Tim is over the try line. Oh, it's an injury as well. Around the knee, probably a player landed on his knee. Or a player does land his leg undercut. That does look a bit painful there. And it's one of the Huddersfield players who have had. It was O'Brien who's getting looked up here. He's got a fair amount of bandages. He's got one wrapped around his head and a massive one around his that part of your arm. So Tim is over the try line now. This is the fourth tackle here for Warrington. So there's play on now. There's King. King has gone down the flat line. 10 metres over the try line. Last tackle here for Warrington. As Widdop tries to go for a grubber. And Huddersfield have picked it up. So they have dodged the bullet again, Huddersfield. Warrington are just looking really lackluster at the moment. As we now enter with just under 2 minutes remaining. It's now a penalty to Huddersfield as well. And it was an offside. The same thing that affected Huddersfield in that early bit of play. So now with 90 seconds remaining in this first half, 18-0 to Huddersfield. And there's the kick, and the ball is going to be placed on the Huddersfield 45 now. So potentially this will be the last full set of 6 here in this match. Which first half, I should state. They're going to go down the left side now. They've made a putt into Warrington's half. They've still got the ball, and it's a lost ball here, and Jake Mamo's picked it up here. And now the ball's going to go out. So basically Huddersfield lost the ball. Mamo picked it up and tried to go down the line. He's trying to give a pass, but it has gone out. So it's going to be the ball back to Huddersfield because Jake Mamo did play advantage, which is a bit unfortunate for the former Knights player. So here we go. So with 40 seconds remaining, this will be the last bit of play here for the first half. So they're going to go. So there's the first tackle now, right on halfway there for Huddersfield. Got 25 seconds remaining now. They've got probably numbers here on the side here. And it's a big charge here. And it's a beautiful offload. It's the number 7. It is Cesar. It is brought down 10 metres away from the try line. And it's a penalty to Huddersfield as well. What is it for? Was it a head high? It was a high tackle by Philbin. Let's have a look at this. Brilliant offload there. Gives the ball to Caesar. It hits his chest on the thing. It does touch the head, but I feel like in the new rules that is what the case is. So it is a penalty right on half time, and they're going to go for the 2. Caesar to make this 4 out of 4 for the first half, and this will make it 20-0 to Huddersfield right on half time. So Huddersfield, big credit to them so far. So as the siren has sounded, this will be the last thing to happen. A kick right in front for a penalty. Aiden says Caesar. 3 from 3 so far in this first half. And this will make it 4 from 4 to take Huddersfield 20-0 ahead away to Warrington. And here comes the kick. And it's right down the middle. And there it is, right as halftime beckons. It is 20-0 to the Huddersfield Giants against the Warrington Wolves. Not an expected result so far, but it's a very good performance here from Huddersfield, and a bit of a lackluster one there by Warrington. So I'm just going to have a look at the other matches that are currently obviously both of them, all of the games would have just gone into half time as well. So we're just gonna check a look at the those scores. We're just gonna go here. So all of them are half time. Castlewood lead Hull Kingston Rovers 20-12. Hull FC and Catalan Dragons still tied at 4-all. Lee Centurions and Wigan now 16-all. St Helens and Salford. St Helens still leading 6-0. So, yeah. So, Gaskell with a double. McGilvery with the 3rd try. And just like that, 20-0 in favour of the Huddersfield Giants. So we're going to take a little bit of a break here for the second half, but we will be back. Break for halftime, but we'll be back for the second half. So we'll see you all then. Okay, we're getting ready now for the second half between Huddersfield and Warrington and Huddersfield now. Warrington need to get a try. They need to score the first try in this second half if they want to have any thoughts of making a comeback in this matchup. So those who missed the first half, the tries came from a double from Gaskill and a try from McGilvery, and then a penalty goal. All three tries were converted by Caesar to make it 20-0 in favour of the Huddersfield Giants. So both teams now out now. It'll be Huddersfield kicking off. They are running that way of the field. Just going to turn the brightness up because I can barely. So just like that, we are underway here for the second half. So the first tackle there for Warrington is on the 25 inside their own half. And here comes the second tackle. That's Philbin, who makes it to the 35 for the second. Now that's number 15. That is Davis, who makes it past the 40 now onto the 45 for the third tackle. And now Huddersfield Warrington, make a pass halfway. That is Cooper. Makes it to the fourth now. 40 minutes of the try line now. Ooh, pass to Inglis looked a bit dodgy, but it looks okay. As Inglis now makes it 30 minutes away from the try line. Now last tackle here for Warrington. There's a high boot there. Oh, and it's taking a really dodgy bounce. So I believe it's a knock-on actually because it's come off the hands of McIntosh. No, it's not. It's actually a penalty for an offside. So it's a penalty here for Warrington, 10 metres out from their own try line. This is where they need to score. Now they're going to go down left side. First tackle here for Warrington. 5 metres away from the try line. Now here comes the second. I need them to score. That's fair enough, Indiana. Now they go down the right side now. As King now gets held up. 5 minutes after the try line now. Third tackle. It's a short pass. They're trying to break through. I think that's Akuola trying to break through now. Now they're going to the left side here. They've got numbers here. And that is... Inglis, I believe, is held up, actually. Oh, no, he's given. Greg Inglis has scored. And Warrington have got a try back. Fighting an over and under here. So, in the end, they have scored. So, it's Greg Inglis' second try in the Super League. So just like that, it is 4 points to 20 now with a kick to drugs. I need 40 points. That might happen. All you really need is like both teams really score even amount of points, and you should be all good actually, Indiana. $40 points total. I think that's doable. You're already halfway there, past halfway now. So now with this kick, Warrington desperately needed that. It's 3 minutes. I just realised that the new scoreboard, because the first one I have, which is actually on the Super League website, is bollocks. So Gareth Whittam now for the conversion, and it's down the middle. So 4 minutes gone in this second half. It is 20 points to 6 in favour of Huddersfield. But Warrington desperately needed the try, and they have got it. Could this be a start of a comeback? And for the other matches currently going on, Castleford, it's 20 points to 16 in favour of Castleford as Hull Kingston Rovers got a try. It's 10-4 to Hull FC over Catalan Dragons. It's 22-16 for Wigan over Lee Centurions, and 12-0 to St Helens over Salford. So there's the first tackle there for Warrington now on the 15 actually for the first tackle, and here comes the second hit up. Makes it past the 20 now. Good meters there by the number 11, that is Curry now, who powers almost to the 40 now for the third tackle. Well, that's a big charge there by Hill now, right on halfway now for the fourth tackle. And they're going to go down the right side here. They're going to keep going. So I think that is Davis. 40 metres from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Wolves. And it's a high boot. Can there be a lot of pressure? It's going to take a bounce. There's a lot of charging. And it's been picked up by the number 6, by Gaskell, who is going to get brought down inside the goal. Inside the try zone. Or what even is that thing called? The goal line, I'll just say. So it's a goal line dropout there to Huddersfield as the for some reason the stream has just stopped working. God damn it. Bloody KO, we just got to load back in, don't worry. So it's a goal line dropout. So good pressure coming in here from Warrington. A really good kick up the arse they needed in the sheds. If the stream is going to load, I don't understand what from live. If it's going to pop it back up at all. I'm the one that's on, but for some reason it's the actual stream that I'm watching the game on. I don't know what's going on, but okay, we're fine now. So I think somehow Huddersfield have got reconnect. Okay, we should be good. Holy shit. Oh, now this stream's gone back on. Okay. Bit chaotic there. Okay, the stream's back on working. I literally went to put my phone down on the screen and my fucking thumb hit the airplane mode key on my computer, which actually kicked off the internet for like a little bit. 40-20 opportunity there by Warrington, but it's gone to the hands of Huddersfield, so a little bit of confusion, but it should be all good, I believe. So there was the first tackle, 20 on the 25 there for Huddersfield. I think I should be still live. So second tackle. Greg Inglis is actually off the field now, apparently.
Well, I don't have the exact answer, but what I can tell you is he's just left the pitch. He's been he shook his head.
So fourth tackle for Huddersfield now. Just shy of halfway. Now that is the number 9, that is O'Brien. 45 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for Huddersfield. Oh, they've got numbers on the side here. Oh, and it's a knock on there, unfortunately. I'm just checking quickly to see if I am live or not. I should be. Just checking if everything's all good. Yep, okay. Sweet, we are all good. Got a bit worried there. I thought the stream did cut off, but we are fine. So first tackle. So it was a double knock on, I believe. So Warrington have gotten the ball. No, it wasn't a double knock on. Warrington just got the ball. So here's the first tackle. Was on the 15. So now here comes the second tackle on the 25, I believe. No, 45 actually. Holy dooly, good play there. And our big post-contact meters there by Warrington. 40 metres away from the try line now for the third tackle. Now they're going to go down the right side here. They've got numbers of Austin breaking through here. He's made it 50 metres over the try line, and it's going to be a penalty to Warrington for a high shot. As that was Austin and Gaskell getting a little bit of hand things, but I think it's all good. So Gaskell went a little bit high there. Yeah, right around there. So it is a penalty here to Warrington now. 10 metres over the try line, full set of 6. A try here would really throw this game into a big benefit. Oh, it's straight from kickoff, and it's a try! And just like that, it's another try to Warrington. I'm trying to figure out who it is. I believe it's number 13. I think it's Philbin is the person who got the try. And just like that, it's 10 points to 20 with a kick to come for Warrington. So the comeback is on here. Oh, it's Daryl Clark, the number 9, who got the try. So straight off that penalty tap, and they have scored. Brilliant bit of play there. And that penalty may have been a little bit costly, but everything was all good. So right from the tap, a charge straight through. Oh, just straight through, not even a pass. So there it is. It is. Oh, it's going to update. There we are. So it's 10 points to 20 with a kick to come, as if have just gone past 10 minutes into the second half. Now this kick here from Widdop to make this an 8-point game. Daryl Clark scored 80th career try in cup defeat of Catalans, having made Castleford debut as teenager in 2011. More you know. So it's a kick here from relatively of the sideline here for Widdop, but good meters there by Akuola there to get the setup there that led up to the penalty. So Gareth Widdop now to make this an 8-point game from the sideline. And the kick is beautiful. So, 29 minutes remaining. It is an 8-point game here. And just 8 more points needed for Indiana to get his bet through. We're just going to have a look through the other game scores at the moment. Still 2016 for Castleford over Hull Kingston Rovers. 10-4 to Hull FC over Catalans. 26-16 to Wigan over Leeds Centurions, and still 12-0 to St Helens against Salford. So there's the first. So Inglis is off the field. He's got something wrapped around his thigh there, so he might be out for the rest of the match here. So Akuolo now, who makes it to the Warrington 20 for the second tackle. And now that's number 10. That is Cooper. Almost a breakthrough there. That's the number 9. That is Clark. Dylan Clark, who has gotten the try. 4th tackle, now on the 45 now. And it's a charge straight past halfway now here for Warrington. Let's keep this scoring going. Absolutely, Indiana. That's what we need. So 45 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Warrington. Here comes another high boot. They've been going really well for Warrington so far, but there is an easy take there by Gaskell. And it's on McGilvery. Is it a strip? Nope, McGilvery's able to hang on. There's the first tackle for Huddersfield on the 25. As Jake Mamo, as much as I like him, just got fended into the shadow realm for the second tackle. There's a big run up from dummy now for the third now on the 30. And Huddersfield look confused. The players are all bunched up there. Momentum has definitely swung here in favour of Warrington. So 4th tackle just shy of halfway now. And there's now an update. It's now 20-all between Castleford and Hull Kingston Rovers. They must have gone to try last tackle. 40 minutes away from the try line now. It's a kick over the top here for Huddersfield. It's taken a bounce. Oh, it's an offload. Oh, it was a bounce and it was picked up by Leotelli. And then the flick pass, unfortunately for Huddersfield, went to the hands of a Warrington player. That was really close. So here's the second tackle here for Warrington. Still inside the 10 here. And it's going to be a penalty for an offside. A penalty to Warrington for another offside. That's been killing Huddersfield so far in this part of the second half. It's stuff like that that can keep the momentum going in a team. So right on halfway now. Warrington will be getting the ball. So there's the first tackle there for Warrington now. 40 metres away from the try line now. as that is Akuola, who's now, I believe, 35 metres away from the try line. It is. Almost a breakthrough gap here. Oh, that's a high shot. It's going to be another penalty given away. It's another penalty for a high shot on Warrington. Surely the referee's got to say something to Huddersfield for giving away quick successions of penalties. It's a brilliant charge there by Austin, drawing the foul. It's the second high shot penalty he got. So now, Austin wanted to take it quickly, but he had to get brought back. This is going to be interesting. So this is now a set of 6, potentially 10 metres away from the try line. And this to make it very, very close. Another good... Okay, this is interesting. So Warrington are going to line up for the 2 here. Gareth Widdop, 10 metres out, right in front, is going to take the kick to make this a 6-point game. I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah, the commentators do make a bit of sense of it. With this kick, they get the ball back, and there's the kick to make it 14-20. And with that kick, they'll get the ball back, and they'll just need one score and the conversion to make it 20 all. So, 25 minutes still remaining now. Why? I feel like it was just a... Because if they did take the try, then they had to get the 2 points, and like if they didn't score another try, so I don't agree with it, but it's a game plan. Well, they're playing for a tie, yeah. They want you to get exactly the 40. So there's a kick off there. As Warrington pick it up. As that is Widdop, I believe, who gets to the 20 for the first tackle. It wasn't, it was Philbin actually. So here's Jake Mamo now, makes it to the 25 for the second tackle. Now they're going to go down the left side here, Warrington, as that is Akuola, makes it past the 30 for the third tackle. Now they've got meters on the side here. Can they break through here? As Charnley makes it past halfway here for the fourth tackle. They are now just 35 metres away from the try line now for the fourth. As Cooper now gets brought down. 25 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Warrington. They go down the short. They look like a forward pass there. But oh, the pass that it's tapped and reached and it's gone forward. So it's going to be a changeover here for Huddersfield. Good bit of momentum change here in the favour of Huddersfield. So that is McIlvery, who makes it past the 20 now for the first tackle. As we've got 23 minutes remaining now in this match. So there's the second tackle now for Huddersfield now on the 20, past the 20, past the 30 actually, near the 40 now. They're going to be on the 40 now for this third tackle now, Huddersfield. It's a charge almost right down the middle here for the number 9, for O'Brien. And it's a one-on-one strip here by Warrington. Good bit of play there. And now they've gotten the ball right on halfway. So King now has the ball. And it'll be brought down just shy of the Huddersfield 40. So 40 minutes away from the try line now for the second tackle. Brilliant strip there. Warrington a bit confused about what they're going to do, so they're going to get taken down to the ball. So 30 metres away from the try line now for the third tackle. So that is Akuola. Makes it now to the 20, fourth tackle. Now they're going to go down the right side now. Austin now gets passes. They've got numbers here, and it's brilliant bit of play. And Thewlis has scored for Warrington. Brilliant bit of play there. It was Austin to Mamo, and then with an immediate quick pass there to Thewlis. And now it's 18-20 with a kick to come to make this 20 all. As Josh Thewlis gets his first try of the game, of the season. So all it's needed now is a conversion to make this 20 points to 20. Brilliant strip there for Philbin on O'Brien there. Well, that didn't take long. Convert this. The conversion's going to be a bit difficult. It will be from the sideline. So Austin from the pass to Mamo. And Mamo gets, my boy from the Newcastle Knights gets a try assist. If I was to actually choose a team to actually support the Super League, it probably would be Warrington due to the fact that of the amount of Knights players that used to play for him. I have a confession. I need 41.5. Oh, okay. I know what chat's not working anymore. I'm just gonna remove it because it's lackluster, but it's all good now. So this kick now, this will be 20 minutes remaining in this matchup. So pretty much all you need. If he misses the kick, you just need another try, and then you're good. So 59-51. Widdup with this kick will make it 4 from 4 and 20 all. And here's the kick, and he's going to shank it. So, with 20 minutes remaining, it's going to be 18-20 still. Anthony try, yes. So, he's missed the kick. That's the first kick that anyone's actually missed this game so far. So, it's because it's been 4 from 4, and now it's 3 from 4. So, now, score updates. Castleford are now 22-20 ahead of Hull Kingston Rovers. 10-all between Hull FC and Catalan Dragons. Leeds Centurions are now losing 30-16 against Wigan. It's now 16-0 to St Helens against Salford. So here's the kickoff here from Huddersfield. We're now in the final 20 minutes of this matchup. As that is Philbin there, who got the strip which led up to that try on the 10 for the first tackle. And now that is Akuola. And now there's another score update. Castleford have gotten a penalty kick, I believe, because it's now 22-20. Oh no, I already read. It's the same score, so don't worry. I thought I read 20-20, but it's all good. So now here's the fourth tackle here for Warrington. It's Cooper on the 40. Almost a breakthrough there for the number 4 for King. Makes it past halfway now. Last tackle here for Warrington. There's the kick up high. Another pressure one here. And Mamo's tried to gone up and tap it, but it's been taken there by McIntosh, who gets brought down on the Huddersfield 30. As there's the number 4, that is Liutele, who makes it to the 35 now for the second tackle. Now here's the third tackle now. Just shy of halfway now, Huddersfield. And they're going to make it past halfway now with this. Can they get an offload? No, he can't. He's lost it. That's going to be a knock-on there. Well, that's going to be a knock-on surely from there. Yeah, that wasn't a knock-on from the offload. And that try to carry the tackle was definitely a knock-on. So now Warrington now get the ball just shy of halfway now. A lot of silly mistakes coming from Huddersfield right now. As I just showed a footage of a little kid with like painted tattoos on. Good on him. First match to his probably his first match back. Oh yeah, it definitely would have been. So now there's the second tackle here for Warrington. 35 metres away from the try line now. Oh, and it's a knock on there. And now Huddersfield have gotten the ball back. Oh! Oh, God. Ratchford trying to make the tackle and has flipped the number 11, Edwards, almost on his head, but he was able to tuck his head and roll onto his high back. Holy shit, that looks fucking scary. We obviously don't need to know about the examples of what has happened when that has gone really bad. The way it's he upends, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Ratchford actually gets sin-binned here. Like, he picks him up and dumps him. And flips it. I don't. It might be a bit harsh if it's a sin bin actually, but as a Knights fan, stuff like that is really fucking scary.
Can you see what I see? No. That's a dangerous tackle for me. It is a dangerous tackle, without a doubt.
So it's 100% a dangerous tackle, but I don't think it's intended. But the number 11, that is Edwards, looks to be okay, but oh god, that could have been very easily dangerous. They're gonna have a talk to him here. They're gonna have a talk to him actually. So it does for the so it is okay. Ratchford is not being sin bin. He was just telling him to be careful. But it is going to be a penalty to Huddersfield, and thank God that it didn't develop into a bit of a disaster. So from the 45 now inside their own half now, Huddersfield will get the ball. Now there's the first tackle now inside of Warrington's half now for Huddersfield. And now that is number 10, that is Lawrence now, makes it 40 metres away from the try line now for the second tackle. And now I believe that's number 16, that is Cogger. No, it's number 15, it's Greenwood, sorry. Oh, who makes it into the 40. Oh, what the hell? Me trying to stop that season, just from the whole back fucking move. That's a set restart actually here for Huddersfield, so that's good benefit. That's Jones now makes it inside the 20. Now 15 metres away from the try line now. So that's the second tackle here. Good chance here for Huddersfield to get some momentum back. So third tackle now. They're inside the 10 here, Huddersfield. They're going to go down the right side here. That is, I believe, that's number 3. That is Jake Wardle. 5 metres away from the try line now. Fourth tackle. There's Cogger now, still going, and he's brought down inside the 10. Last tackle here for Huddersfield, inside the 10. And they've got passes. Oh, and he doesn't pass. It was Gaskell who doesn't pass, and he's going to get brought down short, 5 metres away from the try line, and it will be a changeover for Warrington. So there is the first tackle, still inside the 10 here for Warrington. Now the second one here is just going to be just inside the 15. Good defence there by Warrington to prevent that try from happening. So third tackle now. They're still going to pass the 20 here. But now Warrington have made it to the 35. There was a run from Davis from dummy half for the fourth tackle. Now 45 on the 45 now for the last tackle from the run from Cooper. As a Warrington player in the backfield is injured. I don't know what's happened. But there's the kick there, and it's taken by Gaskell. And it's going to be McGilvery who gets brought down on the 20. But I think it's a penalty that has been given there to Huddersfield. So I believe, I'm trying to figure out what the penalty is for. It was for a high tackle. Let's have a look. Yeah. It was against Bob. I'm trying to figure out who the player is in the background there for Warrington who had to. Well, it's the one. It is Hill. Oh, Hill was the one who got the tackle. I'm trying to figure out who the player was. I think it was Philbin actually, who was clutching his leg in the backfield. So 65-28 time pause. I'm going to check in on the other scores currently going on. So it is 10 minutes left. Castleford are still 22-20 ahead of Hull Kingston Rovers. Hull FC now losing 16-10 against the Catalan Dragons. Wigan's still ahead against the Lee Centurions 30-16. And St Helens now 22-0 ahead of Salford with 7 minutes to go. So it's pause for an injury. So it's alright, so there's the penalty. He's going to come to kick here. So the ball's going to be picked up just inside of Warrington's half here for Huddersfield. So McQueen now. Kachow makes it to the 35 now, inside of Warrington's half. Now here comes Lawrence now to the 25 for the second tackle.
O'Brien claps his hands.
And now they've got numbers down the left side here. And it's a brilliant squeeze through the gap. And it's number 11. It is Edwards, and he's gone himself. And he has grounded it.
Well, that's what Kenny Edwards can do.
And the referee has given it. They pointed to the spot. Here's a try. Brilliant run there from Edwards. And the strength to put it down. So it's 24 points to 18 in favour of Huddersfield. So a try has happened. So Olmo definitely has gotten his bet through of the 41.5. So from that penalty, brilliant bit of play there for Edwards. Straight through the gap. And the power for him to go through and ground it. So there it is. So now with this kick, it will make it an 8-point lead for Huddersfield, which would be definitely very necessary in case of so they have a buffer in case Warrington do score. So Kenny Edwards scored first try for Huddersfield in 36-18 Challenge Cup win at Leafs last month. Kenny Edwards, I believe that's a Kiwi. He's a Kiwi. So 13 minutes remaining now. This kick from Aiden Caesar. This to make it. He'll be 5 from 5 tonight if he makes the kick. You're officially my favourite broadcaster. I thank you for the positive, for the nice commenter. I tried my best. So this kick here. And the boost tried to throw him off because Caesar is 5 from 5 tonight. This to make it 6 from 6. And he's missed it. It has just gone past the, just gone wide of the short post, of the near post. So it remains a 6-point game with 12 minutes remaining. I think because of the time stoppages, this will be the last game to finish, I believe. Depending on if anything happens in the Hull FC Catalan game. Yeah. That is what I believe will be the case now. So here comes the kickoff here from Warrington. You're doing great, man. We'll totally go fishing and drink beer with you. I actually like fishing as well, so that's that's mad. Hell yeah. So there's the first tackle now. Huddersfield now on the 10. That's the pass. That is to Lawrence, who makes it to the 15 for the second. You're going to go down to the left, to the right side here. That's number 17. That is McQueen, who makes it to the 25 now for the third tackle. Now Huddersfield now, you'd basically think if Huddersfield get like one more try, it would be game over. So it's fourth tackle now, make it past the 40 now. That is O'Brien who's getting an offload off. So they're going to go past halfway here. And Huddersfield will get brought down. 45 minutes away from the try line now. Last tackle here for Huddersfield. And there's a kick over the top. It's going to go out in the full. No, it doesn't. It just remains in. So Warrington will get the ball now on their 20 to continue the play. Oh, that just stayed in. That was lucky. But then again, in those games, it would have been either on the 20 or the 40, depending on how far, if it went out on the full or not. But here comes the first hit up here for Warrington now on the 25 for the first tackle. Now here comes the second tackle. They're going to make it to the 35 now for it. Still one upman's coming here from Warrington. I believe that is Jake Mamo, who makes it to the 45 for the third tackle. Now they're going to go down the left side here. That is Ratchford, who makes it past halfway now for the fourth tackle. 45 minutes away from the try line now. It's Cooper now. Now 35 minutes away from the try line now. Last tackle as we finally cross with 10 minutes remaining in this matchup. And it's a high kick. That was almost a knock on there. He had it. It bounced on his knee, but he got it back. That could have been very disastrous if he didn't hang on to that. So it's the first tackle for Huddersfield on their 10. And now that is Lawrence now makes it onto the 15. Good thing he did maintain his composure there. And now that is number 5. That is McIntosh, who makes it to the 25. And now that is Latelli, who makes it to the 35 now for the 4th tackle. Now they're going to go down the right side here. And there's a kick. They're probably going to go for a 40-20 here. But it's been taken there by the Warrington fullback. I believe it's Ratchford. Yeah, it would be Ratchford. As he'll get brought down on the 30 for the first tackle. Warrington player is a bit slow to come back here as one of the Warrington players has had to come off. I don't know which one it was, but second tackle now on the 35 now. As Jake Mamo now gets brought down on past the 40 now for the 3rd tackle, I believe. Now Warrington are going to go down. It's Akuola now. Breaks past halfway now. 45 minutes left from the try line now. 4th tackle. They're going to go down the short left side now. Oh, almost a breakthrough there, but grabbing around the ankles there for King. But anyways, it's going to be a penalty here for Warrington. I don't know what the penalty was for. Oh, interference. Oh, he's come in and forced the ball out from the tackle. Okay, so yeah, that's a penalty. So they're taking the tap here. 50 moves away from the try line now. With 7.5, just about 7.5 minutes remaining in this match. So that's Cooper now, makes it inside the 5 now. Then they're going to give it down with a 1 pass. And he's going to get held up now. Oh, that is Akuola now for the 3rd tackle. Now Austin running from right to left. They still haven't made it past the 10 now. Now they have. It's number 11 is Curry. Curry now, 5 metres away from the try line now for the 4th tackle. Warrington now, trying to think of a way to break through. They've got runs. Mamo gets charged, but he's somehow able to hang on there. Really good job for him to hang on there. Last tackle, 5 metres away from the try line there. Now it's a kick over the top here for Widdop. It's a charge! But it's been knocked on by Warrington. They're going to check this because when the catch went up to it, a Warrington player did touch it, but they're going to check. I think it went backwards, actually. So it's got on-field decision is no try, but they're going to review to see what has happened. So if it has gone backwards, then it could be a chance for a try. They're all onside. Runners are all onside. Let's have a look. Does it go forward? I think it's Ratchford. Oh, hang on. Hang on. It's gone flat backwards, I think. Hang on. There could be a try here. So Ratchford goes up. It's definitely Ratchford who gets the touch. It's handed to right and the left, and then it's flicked back, I think. But it comes off a Huddersfield player, and then it's picked up by Curry, who grounds it. And here comes the video ref here. And it's no try. I feel like it's going to be on to the fact that there is no substantial evidence that that proves otherwise. So 6.5 minutes remaining now in this matchup. This does need to update a little bit. It is about 90 seconds behind. So Huddersfield will get the ball inside the 10. So here's the first hit up here for Lawrence. It'll be dragged back into the 10. And it's going to be a penalty to Huddersfield as well. I think it was dragging back. I think it was stopped and then they're going to... Oh, his knees, and they continue to drag, because when your knees hits the ground, you have to stop. So it's a penalty to Huddersfield there, and there's the kick up high. And they're going to pick the ball up on their 35. Now Huddersfield, you just have to think, even like a 2-point conversion would help them seal the victory here. So here's the first tackle now on the 35 inside their own half, Huddersfield. So here's the second one now, just shy of halfway now. That was Lawrence who took the run. Penrith. Is the pronunciation. Oh, big post-contact meters there by the number 13, by Jones. 35 metres away from the try line now. Third tackle here for Huddersfield. Even go for a penalty, a field goal might work. So 30 metres away from the try line now. Fourth tackle here for Huddersfield. They did look a little bit forward there. It's Edwards now breaking through. Now 15 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Huddersfield. They're going to go down the short side with a grubber. And it's still in. But it's been dragged. It's been picked up by Ratchworth, who has been forced out. So it's going to be a goal line dropout here for Warrington. So 5 minutes. It's now 5 minutes remaining now in this match. They've gone for a short kick. And they tried to flick it back, but it's now Huddersfield 15 minutes away from the try line now, who has gotten the ball for the first tackle. Or you'd have to think one more try would seal it here for Huddersfield. And here's the second tackle now, just shy of the 10. I believe that is Lawrence. It was a little bit of an awkward position, but he's... Oh, it was actually McGilvery. I don't understand what the fans are going off. They stopped the time. It's not like they're wasting time. As that is number 16. That is Cogger now, who's inside the 10 for the third tackle. And now that's number 13. That is Jones now inside the 5 now for the fourth tackle. They're going to go for a field goal. No, it's a fake. But it's an ankle tap. And it's going to be a penalty for offside for Huddersfield. Oh, that's probably the big decision there. Yep, they're offside. I thought it was going to be a penalty for an obstruction, but no, what you do is you'd go for the 2 here. Now you go for the 2. So it's an 8-point lead. So it's going to be about 3 minutes remaining in this match. It will be 26-18 to Huddersfield. And now with this, I'm just going to check the other scores. Oh, wow. So full time here in 3 of the matches. Hull Kingston Rovers have come back and scored in the last 5 minutes and won 26-22. Catalans now 27-10 over Hull FC. I have no idea where they got those tries from, because it was 17-10 a while back. Wigan win against Lee Centurions 30 points to 16. And St Helens hold Salford scoreless 28-0. There is one more other game going on, but Catalans have definitely won that. So this kick with 2.5 minutes remaining, this should certainly seal the win for Huddersfield to get their second win on the trot and their second win of the season. Right in front, 10 metres out. Right down the middle, and that is Caesar, who is 5 from 6 for this match. So 2 minutes remaining. Bearing in mind, it was 20... That's also a bearing in mind situation. It was 20-0 at half-time to Huddersfield. Warrington came back really well, but Huddersfield just able to have the bottle. Oh, and from the short kickoff, Warrington have gotten the ball back. 25 metres away from the try line now. 2 minutes 20 remaining. And it's a set restart here for Warrington as well. Could there be a big last throw of the dice? 50 metres over the try line now. That's the first tackle. So that is number 8. That is Hill. Inside the 10 now. We're now 2 minutes remaining now in this match. They're going to go down the left side here. Big charge by Akiola, but he's going to get held up. Oh, it's a penalty for an offside anyways. Time is off now. There is 100 seconds remaining in this match. So penalty for an offside here. 100 seconds now remaining. And there's a few players now in a bit of bother at the moment. 1 Warrington and 2 Huddersfield. They need to score off this set, Warrington.
And Edwards had to be really strong defensively, put the body on the line to stop him from getting over.
So time still remaining, still stopped. Play hasn't happened, continued yet.
Defeated Warrington. They won 20 points to 6 at the John Smiths in 2015, the last time.
Here's the thing though, that's the thing. Here's the thing though, so there's a penalty.
Rovers have won at the Castleford Tigers.
What do you do here?
Result for Tony Smith's side, 26-20.
I think I know what they're going to do. They're going to line up. Warrington are going to line up for the 2. Warrington to go for the 2, and this will make it 20-26. And then Warrington need to score and convert with a minute and a half to go to tie the game and send it to extra time if they have extra time in Super League, which I think they do.
Last couple of minutes, Chris Hill getting treatments.
So it is final. It is full time as the Catalan Dragons win 27-10 over Hull FC. I think it's the right decision actually. So if they take this kick with 100 seconds remaining, then they've got to score and get a conversion to tie the game. I know it sounds a bit confusing, but I think they're making the right decision here going for the 2 now. Just ignore this. It's not full time yet. So Gareth Widdop to make this 4 from 5 and to make this a 6-point game with 1 minute 40 remaining. As Hill has to come off the field now, who's been really good in this match for Warrington.
So Widdop with the penalty lined up. To cut
So here goes Widdop now with the kick.
trying a goal with a minute and a bit to go.
There's the kick. It's gone through now. With 1 minute 30 remaining, Warrington have to score and convert to set this to 26-all to force extra time. We could be on the verge of a grandstand finish. Ignore the timer. There is 1 minute 30 remaining. I don't understand why Huddersfield are taking their time. Time has been stopped. It's not like they're wasting time.
Down on the sidelines briefly, and Catalan Dragons have won at Hull FC. Hull FC 10, the Dragons 27. That is a big result for the Catalan Dragons.
Definitely 2 underdogs.
So here's the kickoff here. Warrington need to go the length of the field. That's Akuala now. Makes it to the 15 now for the first tackle.
For the wire to smash this one. Maybe take us to golden points.
Oh, golden point. Yeah, I forgot about that. That is number 10. That is Cooper. Makes it to the 20 for the second. That's Philbin now. Makes it to the 30 for the third tackle. There's about a minute remaining now. They've got numbers here on the side here, potentially. And Mamo now! He's almost broken through here! Mamo's still going! They've got offloads now! They're now 30 metres over the try line now. It's Ratchford. Ratchford gets brought down just shy of 20 metres over the try line now. Fourth tackle. Widdop gets brought down now. 15 metres over the try line. Last tackle. This is it. It's a kick over the top. And McIntosh has catched it inside the goal mouth. So with 20 seconds remaining, the timer is going to run down. Unfortunate for Mamo who tried there, but he did really well to get those meters there. Brilliant clutch take there by McIntosh. So with 10 seconds remaining, and with 5 seconds remaining, 4, 3, 2, 1, the siren will sound. There it is. Huddersfield have hung on for a very famous victory to go 2 on the trot there. As a crowd, there is applause because, of course, this is the first game in 14 months where they have had the crowds. But to think of this, it could have all gone well away with Warrington with a fantastic first 20-minute comeback. But the Giants are able to hang on there for the victory. Well, that was actually really... That could have actually ended in a massive grandstand finish, but Huddersfield do end up hanging on. So, just a last reminder of the other games that has happened. So, in the other games, Castleford and Hull Kingston Rovers. Kingston Rovers have won 26-22. I'm just trying to check here. With a try and a conversion with 3 minutes remaining. That is Abdul who got the try. And Catalan Dragons beating Hull FC 27-10. Lee Centurions with a really good start of about 16-0, but Wigan were able to come back and make it 30-16. And St Helens are able to hold off Salford with a 28-0 win. So that is it for this match. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you later when I do another Super League game.